Hi friends, here is another interesting puzzle we are going to solve. We are to determine the size of angle A, that is this here. Let's analyze the data given. This triangle, its angles are given to be 2B, B and A plus B. If you observe, we have two pairs of congruent line segments. This line segment and this are congruent, and then this and this are also congruent. So with these data, can we determine the value of A? Let's find out. Here, we're going to assume that the length of this line segment is R, so that this also be R. Now we label all the points, say A, B, C, D, and E. Let's take a look at this angle ABE. It is an exterior angle of this triangle, and we know the triangle exterior angle rule. It states that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the summation of the two opposite interior angles. So in this triangle, we see this angle A and this are opposite to the exterior angle. Since its size is A plus B and this is A, to balance it, this must be B. We observe that angle AEC, its size is B plus B, which is 2B. That is, it is identical with this angle CAE. From this, we can say triangle ACE is an isosceles triangle. In an isosceles triangle, the sides facing the congruent sides are equal. That is, this and this. So if you assume the length of this side to be x, this must also be x in length. Okay, come to this angle CBE. It is also an exterior angle of this triangle ABE. Recall, the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of the two opposite interior angles. Based on it, this angle will be equal to the summation of this 2B and this B, which is 3B. Come to this side AE. Its length is divided into this R and this H. That is R plus H. From this vertex B, let's draw a line to a point on side AE so that it be at an angle same as this to side BE. Call this point P. Now let's look at this quadrilateral BCEP. This line BE is a diagonal, and we see it bisects this angle and this. The only quadrilateral that has a diagonal bisecting the angles at the vertices are the square, rhombus, and the kite. However, for a square and a rhombus, all the sides of the quadrilateral must be congruent, which is not the case here. Therefore, it is a kite-shaped quadrilateral. So since it is a kite, this side and this are congruent, and this are also congruent. We have this to be H, therefore this must also be H, and since this is X, this must also be X. Line AE as a whole, its length is R plus H, but this part of it is X, therefore this must be R plus H minus X. Now take a look at this angle APB. It is an exterior angle of this triangle, so it will be equal to the summation of this angle 3B and this B. So it is 3B plus B, which is 4B. Still from this vertex, we draw a side B at an angle same as this to this side. Call this point Q. Now look at this triangle. Two of its angles are congruent. That makes it an isosceles triangle. Hence, the sides facing them, which are this and this, are congruent. So since this is H, this must also be H. We look at this angle as well. It is also an exterior angle of this triangle. So its size will be equal to the summation of this 2b and this. Since it is 4b and this is 2b, this must be 4b minus 2b, which is 2b. Now we see this angle and this are congruent, and that implies that this triangle is an isosceles triangle. So this side and this are also equal. Therefore, this is also h in length. Recall, this segment AP, its length is r plus h minus x. So since this part is h, this must be r minus x. Line QE as a whole, its length is a summation of this r minus x and this x. So it is r minus x plus x. Minus x plus x is 0. So its length is r. Look at this triangle. This side and this are equal. That makes it also an isosceles triangle. Therefore, this angle and this must also be congruent. Since this is 4b, this must also be 4b. But it is divided into two angles, one of which is 3b. Therefore, this must be 4b minus 3b, which is b. Back to this triangle, its angles are b, 4b, and 4b. Based on the rule that the summation of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees, b plus 4b plus 4b equal to 180. b plus 4b plus 4b is 9b. Divide both sides of the equation by 9. Here 9 cancels 9, while here 180 degrees divided by 9 is 20 degrees. So b equal to 20 degrees. That is, this is 20 degrees. Put it here. 3 times 20 degrees is 60 degrees. From this triangle, this A must be 180 degrees minus this 60 degrees and this 20 degrees. So A equal to 180 minus 60 minus 20, which is 100 degrees. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and also turn on notifications. Thank you.